Before we go into details, first I want to give you a brief background and thank the community, our media partners for getting the word out. I'd also like to thank the Oakland police officers and OPD members who did a tremendous job to take this person into custody. The background: the Oakland Police Department is investigating a fatal hit-and-run collision that occurred February 19th, 2023, just at 7 a.m. Oakland Police Department officers were dispatched to the intersection of 19th Street and Harrison on a report of a hit-and-run collision involving a vehicle and a pedestrian. Once on scene, officers located Mr. Coe, a resident with severe head trauma from the collision. Medical aid was provided to Mr. Coe. Unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries. The vehicle that struck him fled the scene. So for more details on the investigation, to include the arrest, I'm going to turn it over to Captain Anthony Tedesco.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm Captain Anthony Tedesco. I'm the commander of the Oakland Police Department's Traffic Division and the commander of Police Area 5 in East Oakland. After the collision, we began a search to locate the involved vehicle, which included an extensive canvass for witness and surveillance video. Based on the follow-up investigation, a vehicle has been recovered and an arrest has been made. The arrestee is an adult, female Oakland resident. This is still an open investigation, and while at this time we believe the person responsible has been arrested, we will continue to investigate, and I'm limited in the details I can share at this time. Before I move to questions, I would like to recognize the outstanding work of our patrol officers, police service technicians, and our fatal accident standby team. In particular, the efforts of Sergeant Timothy Dolan, Sergeant Michael Cardoza, Officer Brenton Lowe, and Officer Peter Huppert. Their efforts have been instrumental in moving this investigation forward, and I want to express my gratitude. All fatalities are tragic, and we take them very seriously. It is our commitment to work with Oakland City departments and the community to make our streets safer. Our traffic division is comprised of enforcement units and investigation units and our fatal accident standby team. In 2022, our fatal accident standby team responded to 40 callouts, including 36 fatal traffic accidents. And with that, is there any questions that I can answer?
Could you real quickly go over the how you got the vehicle ID, that sort of those details?
After the collision, in an extensive canvass, witnesses and surveillance video were located that ultimately led us to a vehicle and a person that we believe were involved.
What would you tell the public if they are involved in an accident and have, think for 1 second they may want to flee? That might not be a good idea.
If you're involved in a traffic collision, checking on the safety of the other person involved is paramount. So once you have tended to your own care in that moment, checking on the other party is something that I think is really, it just shows your humanity. And there really is no reason to flee from the scene of a traffic collision. What's happened has happened, and making sure that the other party involved is okay is paramount.
Questions? All right. If you if you don't mind, please.
Anthony?
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I know it's still sensitive because she ain't being named yet, but is there anything you can say about any admissions she's made?
Not at this time.
How many charges she will be facing?
This case will be presented to the district attorney's office, and we will see from there.
Captain, can I get your name and spelling?
Anthony Tedesco, ANTHONYTEDESCO.
Great. And the person who spoke earlier, just in case.
No problem.
Can you give your name and spelling if you don't mind?
James Beer. My last name's spelled B. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Anthony. James Patrick Beer. My last name's spelled B-E-E-R-E. Yes, sir.
Just to clarify, it was after collision canvas of video surveillance and located witnesses that helped lead the woman being identified. Is that accurate? And it was the vehicle recovered was like they put out a Mini Cooper.
So as far as the details of the investigation, we have to be a little bit limited. It's still an ongoing investigation. I will say, though, we had a lot of support and cooperation with the community. A lot of people called in We really do appreciate our partnership and working side by side with the community members. That was huge. And the investigators worked day and night to make sure that they kind of came full circle on this and made an arrest as quickly as possible. But that being said, like Captain Tedesco did say, we're not done with our investigation. It is being presented to the District Attorney's Office today for review, but we will continue to investigate and come up with additional evidence if we can locate it.
And just for the microphone, Deputy Chief, correct? Can you just say Deputy Chief?
Absolutely. I'm Deputy Chief James Patrick Beer.